YouTube family. It's been raining balls all morning and pretty much all day. And I am freaking soaked because I've been working in it. Done busted my butt a couple times. See, I'm dirty. Might bust my butt again here on camera. But I've been trying to use this rainy day wisely. Got about half this big old pile of leaves burnt so far. It's just been kind of burning and creeping its way up. I ain't really rushing it. I'm just kind of letting it burn at its own pace. It was out here. It's done burned up about halfway now. So that's cool. Just letting it go. Getting that big old pile out of here. This pile down here been burning a little bit. It's a little bit deeper than that pile. This pile is very deep because it actually goes from here, it actually goes down deeper. So it's real deep, possibly over my head if I were standing in it. It don't look like it's burning a lot, but it is. All that right there is actually collapsed. It was a big pile and it's collapsed down. It's burning down there deep. If you fell down in that, you'd be a fried chicken. Cause it's down there. But like I said, I ain't rushing that one either. I'm just kind of letting it burn. It's deep down there. So it's kind of burning underneath. You see the smoke coming out over here. It's definitely down there. Burning underneath, and then it just keeps collapsing down and burning the top. It's basically burning from the bottom up. So hopefully I'll get this big old pile of leaves out of my trail here, because it's right in my trail and I don't like it. And this is the first rain since we got the roof on this thing. Let's get up in here and check it out. Looks all dry under there. Like this corner right here is the only spot that's really gotten wet. I think it's just from hitting that piece that's hanging out that I haven't trimmed yet. I think it's just been hitting that and kind of dripping down onto here and getting my wood wet here. But the inside is perfectly dry. Dang right. Smoking the place up. Two-foot overhang here. Pretty much kept about 2 foot of this dry. So that's cool. I see that part of it usually stay pretty dry. That's one reason I really wanted this 2-foot overhang, is to keep the siding dry too, out of the weather. So that's working out. Let's check this other side over here. This side too, all dry. So this morning I just been burning leaves, actually blowing leaves in the rain, and just trying to separate the leaves, all the leaves from my piles of leaves, to stop it from spreading to other parts. And I figured I'd use the opportunity while everything was wet to flame these up, because I was actually a little nervous because these piles are so big. I was really nervous about lighting them. I kind of do want it to burn a little faster though before it dries. So I don't know, I'm thinking about maybe I could add a little fuel to it and get it going a little faster. Trying to get the boots and pants legs all dry. Man, It ain't just rain, it's cold rain. You can see the fire drying me off. There's steam coming off of me because I'm so wet. That's how warm that fire is. This is a birdhouse lamp I created right pretty much before we moved out of Red House and had to move. I started creating these. My own design, my own idea. So I've had people ask about those, you know, the birdhouse, because I showed one in one scene of a video. And I showed my one in storage, or the birdhouses in storage. Also, here's another one I created right here. This one's awesome. These are awesome for looks or for use. You could put this in your house or outside. It's pretty light, pretty awesome. 2 separate rooms, 2 separate birdhouses. This one I made a little bird feeder on the bottom where you could put some bird seed in there and have a little bird feeder under it if you wanted to. Or in the house you could just use it for little spare screws and stuff. And this one I made where you can just hang it up there on a hook and you got your eye. And you have the back here where you can open it up and clean it or store your stash. Could be your real outside birdhouse or your indoor stash. So I turned this into basically a bandsaw box. And this one is also a bandsaw box. Basically cut the doors out with a bandsaw. But for some reason, these doors seem to, I don't know, just touching. So it's like it expanded. Instead of shrinking when it dried, it's like it expanded. What the heck? I don't know. It's real close, but I gotta take that door off and actually trim it a little. But cool little bandsaw doors. And then I drilled a hole for the light just to stick in there in those holes. So all these glasses light up. These windows, I put windows in it. I don't know if I'd be making a whole lot of these. This took me a lot of time bandsawing this and putting all this plexiglass or whatever this is in here. We actually found this stuff in one of our Chris and Hollie Show dumpster diving videos back in the day. But yeah, I was just being creative and I was really trying to come up with those, but I had to make one a little fancy. I wanted me a lamp. And this one you can't remove. They're permanently attached. So yeah. You know, it's just a rainy day birdhouse advertisement for the future, you know, just to let people that are interested know we're making birdhouses. Dang right. I'm tired of being soaked and wet and cold. So I was just kind of waiting for a break so I could go down here and maybe hit these fires with the blower and heat them up. Move them along a little faster. That pile seems to be doing pretty good. It's all burning. Heck yeah. I'm glad when this is all out of here. I guess I could heat it up a little bit. It's still not burnt in the middle. The middle is all leaves. It's just kind of burnt. Kind of around the outside, it looks like. Dang, it got the snivels. Ugh. Let the smoke chill out so I can heat this thing up again. gotta get out of smoke. I don't know how. Whew. Ah. I don't know if you've seen how deep that fire is down in there, but it's deep. It's way on down in there. I got smoked out, but it's down in there. Trapped in the woods. Found some fire. Alright, I just walked around this big pile down here, all the way around it, blew all the way around it one more time. And so I got it in a better, lesser pile now. So I'm just gonna let it sit out here a while and just keep smoldering down. It's burning from the bottom, so it'll keep getting smaller and smaller. And I might even walk out here with a couple of cups of gas and a little blower and flame up the middle over there on the top. Let the gas just kind of sit in there for a little bit and hit it with the blower or the torch, whatever, and get it going just to speed up the process. This pile up here was a huge pile, but not near as big as that one down there. So this one's doing great. I mean, I think this one will be pretty much finished tonight. Like in a few more hours, I think this will be mostly burned up. Break time. Whew. I found hell. That is deep. All right, so I came out here with about a quart of kerosene and threw it on all over. So now I brought a little bit of gas. We're gonna throw this little bit of gas on here to get that kerosene ignited. So hopefully we're gonna get rid of some leaves tonight, dang it. So I'm just gonna I know I poured some kerosene about right out there. So we're gonna get that out there like that. We're gonna make us a little trail to hell. Oh, there we go. Now that kerosene's gonna catch. Dang right. Now that kerosene will get burning and we'll like really get rid of some leaves. I mean, it's still raining, so everything's still soaked So I'm trying to get this to burn while it's still raining and everything's wet. So I'd like this to burn tonight. Get it out of my trail. I don't see the kerosene really catching the... Dang it. Might need to try that again. Maneuvering through the woods over here. I'm trying to get over here. I need to light this up. So I just threw a bunch of kerosene on here. And I guess it's just sinking down under the leaves. I need to go grab a little more kerosene, dang it. And I'll just have to definitely throw it on the flames to get it going. I threw it away from, I poured the kerosene out kind of in the middle away from the flames so it would drip down inside the leaves and get down in there, and that way when it fired up it would be inside the leaves also. But I guess by the time I poured the gas on it, it's already kind of done sunk down in there. And the gas didn't get it caught. So I guess I got to go get me a little more and just flame it. I mean, make a trail. Trail it from the flame out to the middle. Get her flaming a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely not as fast as gas. It takes a sweet little time. Let's crank up the blower. I'm about to mix some dang used truck oil and gas, dang it. We ain't gonna make this burn. Kerosene ain't doing it. Alright, this should be a tad bit more entertaining. I don't know how much oil was in here. Probably about a half of this was used oil, and then I put a bunch of gas in it. So let's see what happens. There we go. Now we're talking. We got flamage. Oh yeah. There we go. Sink down in there a little bit. Oh yeah, we're doing business. My phone is getting soaked, so I'm gonna have to cut this thing off. Let's get some leaves out of here. Woo! Now we talking. I like that bottle. Where's my top? Where's my cap? There's my cap. I'm keeping this thing. Got the big hole in the top. Good for mixing concoctions. Just make sure you write used on it. Possibly gas. If you use gas, you might want to put gas on there too with an exclamation mark. But oh yeah, that'll get it burning. Well, it's about 7 o'clock p.m. and it seems like it's 10 because it's so dark. And I don't think I have to worry about really anything catching on fire tonight. That's for sure, because it's still raining its butt off. So that's good. Well, it don't look like the rain's lightening up. Looks like it's getting heavier. So I guess that's about it. That's all I can really do for the night. It's just I guess the piles is down there wet and smoldering. So I guess we'll go check on it in the morning, because I'm not going back out in this anymore. I feel like I've been soaked all day. But I got me a nice fire going. Oh yeah. Putting lots of smoke up in there. Well, the whole woods are full of smoke this morning. Thank God the rain stopped. Oh my gosh. Let's go down here and see how much this pile burned down. I know the other pile, that thing is pretty much gone. I'm very surprised it's still smoking as hard as it rained. The one on the hill, I'm surprised that one's still dang smoking. The one down in the valley, I knew that would still be burning because that was burning deep. That pile is pretty much burned up, still smoldering a little bit. I guess I gotta go over there with a rake and rake around that this morning. Get this generator started so we can make us some coffee. Dang right. Ugh. Real slippery right there. Ugh. Well, it's burnt down a lot, a whole lot. You can actually see the other side of the trail now, so it's definitely shrunk in a whole lot. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it'll be doing that all day. Rest of the day, probably. What? You better turn my generator off, stop yapping. I'm trying to stop yapping first. It's loud.
Is that really that much on fire?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I'm very surprised that this fire is not still hot and burnt all the way down. I guess it was just super wet. Because usually a super hot fire like I had last night would still be hot in the morning. You just throw a couple logs on there and it'd start going again. Oh yeah, got it going again. Four-wheeler got a good, nice bath. And the trailer, looking clean. How we getting it in? What you doing?
I have had to wash my hands 8 times today. So for anyone who thinks that I don't wash my hands, believe me, when I'm handling that mess right there, a month's worth of trash, clean hands.
Yeah, whoever says people talking about we need to clean up trash. This is how much trash we take, like
It's
at
tough.
least once a month, if
Yeah.
not twice. Gives you something to do, Holly.
It's gonna be a redneck bonfire.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be more fireage.
We're gonna burn.
Our cardboard trash pile over there, we never throw our cardboard away. We just kind of throw it on a pile back.
Oh, when we finally set that pile on fire.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna have to be another good rain for that one. Maybe not. Maybe just a nice cold night
Yeah.
to flame it up.
Yeah.
We just have to get all the leaves away from it.
We went muddy.
Wait, mud? They trying to kill people with rocks.
That's how he got a rock in his muffler.
Dingleberry. Check this pile out. This thing was huge. It was like so tall. Now it's down to nothing. So that was a huge accomplishment to get rid of that big pile. Well, I thought it was supposed to be like super cloudy all day and like dreary, but it's actually nice and sunny. A little bit cloudy. That's not my smoke. That's God's cloudy. Well, I guess I can't say that. You don't know what's God's and what ain't in the air these days. I can't call that one. Anyway, I'm about to go down here and get this pile together so I can stop thinking about it and possibly, I don't know, I really have to keep an eye on this today. Things are drying up and I really have to keep an eye on it, but I would like to mill some 2x. I don't know, maybe later today or tomorrow. This is what it's looking like down here. Whoa, this is some deep leaves right here. I busted my butt out here a couple times last night. Falling all over the place with this heavy blower on my back. But this is what it's looking like. I need to blow all some of this down into the pile. Wow, it has shrunk like wow. I mean, whoa, it's gotta be a quarter of what it was yesterday. tree got burned up pretty good. Oh, tripping all over everything. Clean all this mess up. Looks like this is gonna burn for a whole nother day. It's just gonna sit here and burn just like that. The smolder is still hot underneath. You can see it smoking everywhere. It's still burning. I figured this pile was gonna take a while. This pile was huge. It was way higher. You couldn't even see when I was standing over here. It was so high. You couldn't even see the generator and the air compressor there. It was so much higher. Matter of fact, last night I was all the way up here. It was probably real hard to see in the dark with all the flames and stuff going, but I was up here last night blowing. This pile was so big. I was up here last night blowing leaves that way towards where I was burning it. Oh. So, but we got all this cleaned up. We separated that pile from everything. It should be safe to just let that burn all day, and there's not even a hint of breeze or wind today. So I'm actually sweating my butt off right now with no breeze or wind, wearing these coveralls. Oh my gosh, with this heavy backpack blower, this thing is some work. Talking about sweating, good grief. So we got this one under control. Looks good. All this is clear around it. I have a ton of wood over here. I need to bring the chainsaw over here and cut up a bunch of this mess now that it's clean. With all the leaves gone, I can cut up a bunch of this good old firewood. Ugh. These trees actually just fell last night from the heat. But I think we're safe. I can let this just pretty much smolder. I could pour a little more gas and oil in the middle maybe and get it going a little faster, but it's all right. It's hot, it's smoldering. It'll pretty much take care of itself in, you know, hours. Just sitting here for hours, it'll break down and get smaller and smaller and smaller until it's just a pile of ash. You can see how big this pile was, all the way down where you see the black. Big old ring. This was a huge pile of leaves, and that's what's left of it. I just rounded the leftovers up into this pile, and I got a ton of stuff to clean up over here where I dropped this a couple trees, and I've been cleaning it up and burning a lot of it. Man, it's a job for sure. But that's what's left of that. It'll just sit here and whatever, either keep smoldering and burning, or I don't know, cool off and stop burning, and I'll blow it all down the hill like I've been doing all this stuff. When we first bought this property, we blew out all of this where the cabin is. This is the first area that we worked on when we first moved here. So all of this has been blown out before. So this is like the second time I've cleaned up all these leaves in this area. And man, I cut a whole bunch of trees down out here to clean this up, and a ton. It was so much brush you could hardly even walk into the property. It was so brushy. So man, we did a ton of work in this area. That's kind of why we built the cabin here, because this was the first area that we cleared out when we got here. So I was like, Holly, where do you want to build the first cabin? She's like, where we started. Right where we started clearing out. Right where the cabin is, that is where we set up camp. We had the trailer parked right here by that ugly stump there. And we had the trailer parked there. We were clearing all this out, turned this into a little camp area. So that's why we kind of built the cabin there. I guess it was the first spot we camped, so we built it there on the first spot. But this is going to be a routine pretty much, I guess, every spring. Probably have the same burn areas that I'm used to. I really like that one down in the valley. That is way safer than anywhere down in the valley, because as long as you blow off the sides, get all the sides cleared out around it, it can't really climb or spread. So it's kind of like a huge leaf fire pit. So we'll probably do that every fall. I think I said spring. Every fall, that's going to be a routine spot probably to burn right there. And there's going to be others. I got piles everywhere just like that I can burn, but a lot of the piles are actually brush. And so that's going to be like a big time, nice fire to actually watch burn and hang out by it, and maybe even have a little get together. That's what I'm kind of saving some of these big piles for. Like if we have guests, you know, Lady Sage Ranch or whoever's been here, Joshua, you know, I'd love to burn one with him that helped us start on the well. And yeah, we still got to get back to that eventually. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna save the nice ones for company. So whoever comes, I don't mean those names like those are the only ones invited. I'm just saying they're the ones that have visited. So I'm just using them as an example. If they come back and enjoy it, or somebody else or whatever, just talking. But that's it for this video. That pile is just gonna sit and smolder pretty much the rest of the day. I bet it'll still be hot even tonight when it gets dark again. So I don't know, I might be showing more of that in the next video, who knows. But I'm gonna wrap this one up. I love you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed my crazy night of rain and fire and battling the smoke. And dang right.